You make all things beautiful, beautiful for me. 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 Oh my goodness. Hi, a queen and her Johnny tribe. Wow. 53 people already on this. Oh my goodness. On this Instagram handle. And I don't know how many on YouTube. No, not many. Maybe just like 19. I like small tribes, tribes that grow slow and steady, I like quality over quantity. I don't like crowds, I don't want mega church, mega this, mega tribe. Frankly speaking, like I don't want thousands of followers and everything. I feel it's more intimate when the tribe is just small. That way, you don't think you're just spewing out there for the whole world, and people can just come after you and be talking any kind of thing on what you choose to share with the world. And that is how I look at it, right? People can look at it differently. So I was just having a conversation with God, and I was like, yeah, you want me to do this thing once a week at least. Normally it should be twice or maybe, but I'm like, okay, at least once a week. And this is really like my own corner, my own time when I really just be me, because in the other areas there's need to step up, there's need to show up and all of those things, because it's not really about me, it's about God, it's about my work and all of those things. But yeah, it's about me and my journey. So I just want to be me when I talk about it, whichever way I am, right? And that's how I have been. That's how I started with the other things, and God Himself knows that. So He said, yeah, that's cool, that's okay with me. I'm not going to interfere with this particular one. Do as you want. Already I use these bubbles, the love bubbles, because well, it's all about love. I am freedom and love anyway, so yeah, I love love. Somebody told me that my love is engulfing. Another one said my love is intoxicating. Oh la la. Anyway, so that's how much love I have. But all this love for Jesus now, if anybody else comes along, good. If not, all my love for Jesus and for Mark, because he loves me so, okay, unconditionally. Yeah, so it's really a, how do they call this, freestyle corner for me. And I get to share about something, and today I want to share about red flags in my recent attempted relationships. Attempted. Because some of these people I never even saw them, and did I see anyone? Yeah, the last one that I had really was a relationship, so that was not attempted. No, they were not. When the red flags came, I knew that it wasn't to work out as a relationship, so just forget about it. And it was tough. No, it wasn't really tough, but it was like with a heavy composure that I gave it up. But I did, right? I'm not settling, and God Himself knows that the starting of my prayer was sometimes longing, sometimes not longing. I don't even say that prayer anymore. I don't know what it is. I don't want to be bothered about it. So I'm just doing this thing because He told me this is ministry. You have to do it. And my journey is about so many things. This is a desire of my heart. I'm not going to lie about it, to have a companion and all of those things. So yeah, sometimes I muse on that and all of that. And when things happen, right, I use them, because that's my purpose in life, to inspire and motivate people from all walks of life with my personal experiences. So I give God the glory for that purpose. And sometimes it's comfortable, sometimes it's not comfortable, but hey, what grows in your comfort zone? Nothing. So sometimes you just need to step out of your comfort zone. And because this is ministry, I do it because I love now doing ministry, because I want people to see how much good the Lord is and how much good He's done in my life, and how much good he can do in your life if you let him in and if you surrender it all to him. So yeah, this is me. I am Mark, right? I am 43. I'm a single mom of 3 boys, and I am waiting on the Lord. Let me put it that way. That is it. I'm not searching, I'm waiting on the Lord. And I told him, if it be your will, grant me whatever. I don't even know those lines anymore, but that's what I said. And that prayer used to be hanging on the wall above my bed when in my former house. Since I came here, I didn't even put it there, so it just stayed somewhere. I used to know it and memorize it. I used to say it daily, but now I've forgotten about it. God is so good. You can remember something and then you can forget something. So anyways, now what happened recently actually makes me think about 2 other attempted relationships I've had this year. Attempted, because I never got into them. I was still just studying the files, and I quickly spotted red flags, and I was like, hey, papa. And he was like, well, why are you even thinking about it twice? You have spotted it, you know this is what it is. Hey, my grace not sufficient for you? I say it's sufficient, papa. Ale, past participle. That's what I like to say. I make men past participle in my life. If I see a red flag and all of that and I don't feel it in my spirit, Ale, past participle. No, I don't even communicate. I just past participle at once, And I mean, it's okay for me to be made past participle. Huh? Somebody taught me that too. So, and I had to deal with it. So, there's some people you might want to have conversations with. There's some people you just make past participle and move on. So, what happened recently? Someone I had known in my life, very briefly, but I've known them for several years, like even since I was in high school, or just, but it's not my friend, somebody who is maybe 12 or 10 years older than myself, stuff like that. So that was someone I really held in high esteem, kind of respected and stuff like that. And then, well, it's a senior colleague. Let me just be upfront with that. And then at one point, they came into my life with some intention. That was back in maybe 2018 or 2017. 2017, I guess, yeah. Maybe or early 2017, I suppose. I don't really remember, but I think it was maybe December 2016 or December 2017. Not even up to December, maybe October, something like that. Anyway, so they got me, they made me write a book called Are You Husband Material? Because they asked me if I was wife material. So I was like, hey, wait a minute, are you husband material? And then the inspiration came and I wrote that book. So at least they did something good in my life, made some creative flow. So anyway, so they had come into my life at that time wanting to marry me. Some people come and say, I don't want to waste time, I just want to marry you. I don't want me that kind anymore, because you don't want to waste time, you just want to marry me. Let me not even have 2, 3 months, 6 months to know you, and then if I marry you now and I start seeing Amber, what am I going to do? Frankly speaking, what's the rush? Stuff like that. I've passed that age. Me, I've been married before, so I'm not rushing. I'm not. My first marriage, I knew the man in December, and we're married in March, and so I don't want that kind of experience again. Papa, go you yourself, no. Anyway, so with this person, at the time I was still living very carnal and everything. So we actually went out on one date. We went out on one date, and that one date we frolicked. Frolic, I call sexual intercourse frolicking. That's my own word, which I've coined, or the way to define it. I mean, for me, it's much more refined than just saying sexual intercourse or sex. So we frolicked, and there was nothing to write home about it. So I mean, for me at the time, it meant a lot. So I just all that noise and all that bluff and all that ego and show skin and everything, then you don't even know nothing there. No, that will not be for me. So just begin to go your way, And coupled to that, I had also just tried to kind of like just get to know them. But I was like, what's your vision? No vision. What's your mission? What's your purpose in life? And that was a few years ago, right? So as I made them past participle at the time, then I'm on this journey, and well, they pop up somehow. They give me a call a few days ago. I think on Wednesday, I was just coming from court. So I was emotional, I was vulnerable, I was tired. So I was happy to talk to somebody. And so they were just talking. And just trying to go back to the old. And I was like, no, I'm no longer old. Like, frankly speaking, you don't pour old wine into new wineskin. You don't do that. When you have become new wineskin, be very careful about the kind of wine that you pour into yourself or that any other person pours into you and stuff like that. Sometimes people say we show off. Well, why would we not show off? Me, I'm new wineskin now. So no, frankly speaking, I just told God the other day, Papa, I beg you. Papa, I beg you. I don't want old wine. I don't. I only beg you. Come and spoil me my new wineskin. That means that I myself have to be vigilant, right? Okay, so when they popped up on Wednesday and called me and everything, I blocked them on WhatsApp. So I was like, okay, well, let me just unblock them on WhatsApp. It's easier to communicate through WhatsApp than through phone calls and SMS. I mean, we have evolved. So I have blocked them and they started chatting. I was just trying to channel the relationship into where I am in my life right now, and then to see where they are. But they had not budged. They had not moved in mind one step from where they were in that 2017, 20 something. They were still talking about, I have to make up for that one day. Oh, I want you to have my baby. I was like, hey, man. And then I was like, they said, hey, go and pray. Go and pray to God and come and tell me what God says. First night, first day, I was like, I don't want to even go to God about something I myself don't even feel anything for. Like, tell me, okay, what is it you want exactly? What is your purpose? What are your goals for life? I want something concrete I can take to God. Me, I don't like to just carry any kind of thing and take to my Father like that, because He will answer me. And you might not like the answer. So let me at least have something I'm taking to Him, so that He's like, okay, this is what you're bringing. What do you yourself think about? We can have a conversation about it. They're like, no, well, not everybody must have all those things. Blah, 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 blah. I want you. I miss you. I love you. So I was like, okay, I'll take it to God. So that early morning, I was free and I said, God, you see, this man has reappeared to, and he's saying these things and all of that. Frankly speaking, me, I don't really think me something, but maybe you can tell me what to do. He said, okay, give him two books, let him read and do some summary, and then you people can talk about them on Sunday. So I sent them a message. I went to God. He said, I should give you these two books. You should read them and come with your summary. Let's talk about it on Sunday. That was it. I didn't hear from the person again all day and all of those things and whatever and stuff like that. In the meantime, they had written to me calling me a pastor, because what they were saying, I was just trying to bring it back to who I was now. I'm like, you cannot just want to talk to me. And this is somebody who follows me on social media, so my Instagram especially, I don't know, anyway. So they know that I am into ministry now and all of that. So you don't come to somebody who is in ministry and you start immediately, baby, those two BB, especially if you're not my person. My son, anybody can call me mommy, darling, stuff like that. I call my children darling, boob. I call my friends, all of that, my dear, my darling, my love, but you cannot not be in any of those circles and then you call me baby. No way. So I said, don't call me baby again. And then they were laughing and stuff like that, using those emojis, right? And then we connected on Wednesday. So Thursday morning, that's when I just prayed. And then that's when they also just went overboard. Say, good morning, pastor. Whatever. I tell them, oh, well, if it's a prophecy, I receive it. And stuff like that. They don't even get it. And then they start saying, all that you're preaching, when I will start giving you case files all over the world, that will take you all over the world, I will see where you have time to preach. I was like, hey, is this how this one wants to come? Papa, what is this? Did not answer me. So I told him about the books. That was the test now. He didn't even bother. I didn't hear from him again. So I said, okay, Father, you said I should do so. This is it. He was like, okay, good. So you give him up to tomorrow morning. If you don't get any response, then you know what to do, right? So I just want you to also know, my daughter, that the devil is after you. He's roaming. He's trying to distract, trying to mess up all of that. So you need to really stay grounded. Grounded, okay? I was like, yes, Papa. Because familiar spirits are for real. They are for real. What people call all those things, they are for real. You see, this is somebody I knew. If I had said, oh, well, yeah, I know this person, let me just give them a chance, let me even just meet them and stuff like that, who knows where feelings will have carried me? Emotions, and I'm finishing this abstinence to commitment journey on the 1st of December. I might be quick to say, oh, yeah, this is probably the one because they showed up now and all of those things. Whoa, where would that have landed me? I've come so far to let anybody who is not kingdom minded, who is not God fearing. I have my checklist anyway. I thought that last person, at least they ticked off so much on that checklist, but they didn't tick off all. And actually, strong faith wasn't it. And I overlooked that, or I thought it could be made up. You can't know. So no. Let me just say this, right? I mean, I'm a queen, so I talk to queens, I talk to my sisters, Maybe some brothers can take anything out of this, I don't know. But my dear sister, hey, Mama, especially the single ones like myself, waiting on the Lord. The first thing is that while waiting, be doing you. It's not like you are dying or you will die if you don't get married now, or if you don't meet somebody, or if that's not God's will for your life and stuff like that. Yeah, it can be a desire of your heart, but if it's not His will, because see, it doesn't have to take precedence over your ministry. So if He sees that somebody is going to come now, you make him another God in your life. Oh yeah, you shall have no God but me. So it's not for everybody. So the Apostle Paul said it, and many of his disciples who worked with him, they did not have wives. You see, even the challenge Peter had keeping his relationship, his marriage going while he was all over the place with Jesus, right? So I'm watching The Chosen, and I'm seeing the one who plays his wife, Eden, how she struggles with that, right? So it wasn't easy. So it's not easy. So having been blessed by God with 3 children and at least an experience of a marriage before, I'm not itching. So really, I'm enjoying my bed. One day I told myself, you cannot be sleeping only on one position as if there's some other person on this bed. Sleep across. So most of the time I sleep across. I spread, like people say. I enjoy myself, enjoy my bed, and I work a lot to even want to take on any stress from another human being now. So this thing is really going to be either so super God ordained or no, I'm not them you. So that is it, my dear sister. Please, don't rush into something. Pay attention to the red flags, especially if you are of age like myself. Those of us who have crossed 30 in our mid-30s, those who have, mid-30s, early 40s, stuff like that. And if you have already had children and live some life, maybe the ones who have never been married before, no children, they might rush and go settle at least just, taste and see if it's good and stuff like that. But for me, no meal. That's what I wanted to share, and then just encourage us. God has done something. He's taken away that craving. I don't even just dream about it to even say, oh my goodness, if I was sleeping with somebody was holding me in his arms. Those crazy thoughts that I used to have before, I don't have them at all. I don't, frankly speaking, I could even go and visit somebody in their house, I think 5 times. Sleep me quietly in my room, lock my door. They were sleeping in their own room there. Never even a peck. It was so organic, and I just give it all up to God. So I know that whenever that one will come, will show up, if that's God's will, we are going to really be able to hold ourselves, abstain. I don't want that. Some people are like, how you have to taste to see. I don't want to taste nothing. I've tasted all kinds before, so I'm good. So if we even get married and that area like that, the sex drive and all of this, I don't have no problem with that. Frankly speaking, where I am in my life right now, I'm good. Either way, if we have to pick it up and fly with it, good. If we have to lay it to rest and just be good companions to each other, I am good. Frankly speaking. So, Father, you know it all, right? Okay, continue to take care of me and all my sisters who are waiting also, trusting on the Lord for the fruit of the for the fruit of the pen. Oh my goodness, I just enjoy myself on my channel or my all these things. Anyway, so well, have a wonderful Sunday, Saturday. Oh Maggie. Have a wonderful Saturday. A sweet one. Sweet Saturday. Yeah, sweet one. Sundays are the ones I call serene. Saturday is a sweet Saturday, a swimming one. I used to even say sexy Saturday. Oh my goodness, Mark. And until next week, I hope I'll be able to do 2 next week, but there's no point rushing to next week when we are still in this week. So I just wanted to share this, right? And I thank you who follow me on this. I'm doing this live on Instagram, right? And I'm going to upload it on YouTube and share it on my different platforms or stuff like that. If you can relate, Mama, God is still on the throne. He's still saying something, and our lives are not all about men and relationships and frolicking. So in the meantime, let's be taking care of ourselves, going about our ministry and our occupations, and our all those things, your passions, Zoe, and all of that. Okay, blessed be Jesus Christ for all times. Amen.